Hi, my name is Albrecht. I'm the founder and CEO of SKYLAB. I'll start with a confession. I start with two confessions. So my first one is we are for profit. And the second one is I love trees. But who doesn't? Do you love trees? And do you love trees? Of course we love trees because, well, trees, they deliver clean air and clean water to us. They deliver renewable materials for packaging, for constructions, for all sorts of great use cases, and they deliver renewable energy. Trees, or forests as they're called when they're in a group, cover 1/3 of our land mass. So that's 4 billion hectares. That's about the size of the two Americas combined. But forests are also a $700 billion global industry. And of course, forests are crucial in our timid fight so far against climate change. So we all love trees, and we want trees, and we need more trees, and we need more forests. There's two types of good trees. One tree that grows, it captures CO2, and therefore helps us in the fight against climate change. The other good tree is the one we're harvesting to use for construction, for renewable materials, and to replace stuff that is in itself emitting CO2, like concrete or bricks or steel or plastic or glass. The problem is that we're losing forests at a high rate. We're losing about 20 million hectares of natural forests every year to wildfires, but also to lots of human activities like agriculture, grazing, construction, transport, and so forth. So a lot of things that you and I do every day is causing this loss. Let's take a closer look. So on the one hand, we have natural forests, which we're losing at a rate, as I just said, but in the next 3 decades, we're losing another 20% of our forests. That's roughly 600 million hectares. On the other hand, we have commercial forestry, which is delivering the renewable materials that we're so keen on. The demand for those is bound to grow by 37% over the coming years. That will require about a $60 billion investment, not including the land, just delivering that kind of material. On top of all that, we want to plant 1 trillion trees to capture all that additional carbon that we've pumped out over the decades. That's another cool $2 trillion investment. So we have two jobs. On the one hand, protect our natural forests, and on the other hand, grow our commercial forests for more products. But here's the catch. We don't have land. Or as Mark Twain said, buy land, they don't make it anymore. So there is no land because there's lots of users that are competing for this land, from agriculture, housing, infrastructure, and so forth. And all of these pay more than forestry. So the only solution to deliver more materials and to capture more carbon really is to grow from within, to increase the productivity of our existing forest land. So we need better monitoring, better management, and better protection. We need regular monitoring of the health and the change in the forest so that we can react fast if things go bad and protect the forest. That counts both for the natural and the commercial forest. We need accurate and much more frequent data on forest growth performance. So instead of going through the forest with a caliper and measuring a few trees, extrapolating that data and then knowing roughly what's going on in the forest, we need to change that to know more about our forest and more frequently about our forest. Then we will know when, where, and how to act to maximize our forest productivity for more forests, for more forest products, and for more carbon capture. And that's what we're changing. The solution that we're providing is to know 100% of your forest. So we have built a very powerful SKYLAB cloud, which analyzes satellite, plane, and drone imagery to deliver solutions, to deliver data for the entire growth cycle of the forest, from planting through the growth up to harvesting, to maximize seedling survival, to look at weed and vitality, to look at health and change, to optimize stocking, to deliver full timber and carbon inventory, and to optimize harvest planning. So we combine our first AI technology, analyzing remote sensing data in the cloud, to be the go-to place for your forest and carbon metrics. I'll give you a few examples. So On the top, you see eucalyptus plantation in Brazil. They have a fungus problem. It's about 500 hectares, so a small part of a huge plantation. They have a fungus infection, so there's a problem. They need to spray this. And yes, spraying happens in forests. It's agriculture in longer cycles, basically. So we help them find the hotspots of this disease. And instead of spraying 100%, they only spray 20%. So they're saving 80% in costs, but also 80% in the chemical load to the environment that was applied. So that's a double saving, basically. Another example is seedling survival. So planting a new forest or a new plantation, you want to maximize the survival rate of your new seedlings because they're costly. It costs to buy them, it costs to plant them. So in the past, you were sampling maybe 1%. You were blind to 99% of your stands. Now we count all of the seedlings out there, we map the failures, we help the forester finding the failures for targeted replanting to increase productivity by 20%. A few more examples. We can find and quantify illegal logging to help police this activity. We can quantify and measure the damage after a storm or a fire for faster timber recovery or for more targeted reforestation. We count the number of trees for optimum stocking and harvest planning to increase productivity, and we provide full transparency for forestry carbon projects to monitor the performance of the forest, to optimize certification so that the carbon forest project receives more credibility and stores more carbon. Our business model is a subscription-based software as a services. Our customers subscribe to annual contracts. They pay per hectare between 50 cents and 5 euros, depending on the size of the area and on the product. Of course, the larger the area they contract, the lower the per hectare price, and new customers get a 2-month test phase to test our product and see how it works for them. So far, all of our contracts have survived the test phase. Our customers are forest corporates, investment funds, conservation managers, carbon developers, NGOs, and we serve our customers around the world, in Oceania, in East Asia, South Africa, Europe, and the Americas. Our customers can access and use the cloud anytime, anywhere, of course. That's what the cloud is for. Our fantastic team of foresters, biologists, geomatic engineers, coders, sales experts help to develop, sell and deliver these products to our customers around the world. These are our financials. We have only started selling our standardized products at the beginning of this year. Before we did project-based work to learn what our customers needed to develop the standardized products. So we have started selling recurring revenue-based products beginning of this year. We've signed 180,000, close to 200 by the end of the year. We'll have reached 200,000 in ARRs. Our sales pipeline is 660,000 euros. We're targeting 600,000 new ARRs next year, 1.3 in the following year. And you can see the curve. That's what we're projecting based on our experience in this market so far. We're seeking a 2 million euro investment. So far, we've received 1.8 from our founders, business angels, and public debt financing from a bank in Hamburg, where we're based. And we plan to invest the 2 million into a stronger sales force with more regional presence, marketing activities, but most importantly, improving our technology, optimizing the cloud, UX, UI, workflows, maximizing automation, and bringing new products into the cloud. So, protecting forests, providing more forest products, storing more carbon with forest AI technology. Be part of that story. Thank you very much. You can reach us at hello@skylabglobal.com or talk to me after this. Thank you.
Thank you, SKYLAB.